In the humid bustle of Manila's Ninoy Aquino International Airport, on a late August evening in 2023, 26-year-old Elena Cruz checked her phone one last time before boarding a commercial flight to Dubai. She was a radiology technician at a modest hospital in Quezon City. Steady job, long shifts, helping support her widowed mother and younger brother. Her life was predictable, almost comforting in its routine. The message that changed everything arrived 3 weeks earlier. It came from an account verified with a blue check, belonging to someone who called himself Khalid Al-Nayan, not one of the ruling family's most public members, but a distant cousin with a portfolio in real estate development and luxury yacht charters. He had first contacted her through a language exchange app where Elena practiced English. Their conversation started innocently. Shared photos of sunsets, questions about Filipino food, light compliments on her smile in profile pictures. Within days, the tone shifted. He spoke of his life in Dubai, the Burj Khalifa views from his penthouse, weekend escapes to private islands in the Maldives. He sent pictures, a gleaming white Gulfstream G650 parked on a tarmac at dusk. It stares down like an invitation. "You've never seen the world from above," he wrote. "Let me show you." Elena hesitated. She had heard stories, friends who went abroad for work and returned changed, or not at all. But Khalid was patient, never pushy. He offered references, a video call with his personal assistant, a polite British woman named Claire, screenshots of hotel bookings in her name, even a small wire transfer labeled travel allowance that arrived promptly. "No strings," he said. "Just an experience. If you don't like it, you fly home the next day, first class." On September 12th, Elena boarded her first international flight alone. She landed at Dubai International just after midnight, jet-lagged and wide-eyed. A driver in a black Rolls-Royce waited at arrivals holding a sign, "Ms. Elena Cruz." He drove her to a serviced apartment in downtown Dubai, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the fountain show, a fridge stocked with fresh mangoes and calamansi juice imported from the Philippines. Khalid met her the next afternoon at a rooftop restaurant in the address Sky View. He was 38, tall, impeccably dressed in a tailored thobe, quiet voice, easy smile. No entourage, no flash, just confidence that came from never needing to prove anything. They talked for hours. He asked about her family, her dreams of opening a small diagnostic clinic back home. She laughed when he admitted he had never tried adobo. 2 days later, he asked if she would join him on a short trip. "My jet is free this weekend," he said. "A quick hop to Ras Al Khaimah, private beach, no crowds. You've earned a real break." Elena felt the pull of something larger than herself. She texted her mother, "Everything is safe. He's kind. I'll be back in a week." She packed light, a sundress, her favorite sandals, the small gold cross necklace her late father had given her. The private terminal at Al Maktoum International was quiet, almost clinical. No lines, no crowds. A flight attendant greeted Elena by name, offered chilled lemongrass tea. The jet's interior smelled of leather and citrus. Khalid was already aboard, reviewing documents on a tablet. He stood when she entered, kissed her cheek lightly. They took off just before sunset. The plane climbed smoothly, Dubai shrinking beneath them into a glittering grid. Elena pressed her face to the window, watching the desert turn gold then crimson. Khalid sat beside her, pointing out landmarks, the Palm Jumeirah like a giant handprint, the endless dunes. For the first hour it felt like a dream. They ate, seared scallops, truffle risotto, a slice of mango cheesecake. Khalid spoke softly about his childhood, the pressure of family expectations, how rare it was to meet someone who didn't want anything from him. Elena shared stories of growing up in a small barangay, the typhoons that flooded their street every year, how she studied at night by flashlight during blackouts. Somewhere over the northern Emirates, the mood shifted subtly. Khalid's phone buzzed repeatedly. He silenced it without looking. Elena noticed his jaw tighten. When she asked if everything was okay, he smiled thinly. "Just business. Always business." The plane began its descent toward a small airstrip Elena couldn't find on her phone's map. No tower lights, no other aircraft. A single black SUV waited on the tarmac. Khalid's demeanor had cooled. He spoke less, checked his watch more. They drove inland for nearly an hour, the road narrowing until it was just graded sand flanked by dunes. The air grew cooler, drier. Elena's excitement gave way to unease. "Where exactly are we going?" she asked. "A family property," Khalid replied. "Very private. You'll like it." The villa appeared suddenly, a low, modern structure half buried in a dune, solar panels glinting under moonlight. No neighbors, no road signs. Inside, marble floors, minimalist furniture, floor lamps casting long shadows. A housekeeper appeared briefly, set out water and dates, then vanished. That night, over dinner on the terrace, Khalid grew distant. He drank more than usual, single malt, neat. When Elena tried to steer the conversation back to lighter things, he interrupted. "You know why I brought you here?" he asked suddenly. She shook her head. "Because here, no one watches. No cameras, no staff reporting back. Just us." Elena felt the first real chill. She excused herself to the guest room, locked the door quietly. She texted her brother, "All good, just very remote. Signal weak. Call you tomorrow." The message showed one gray tick, undelivered. Elena woke to silence. No birds, no wind, just the low hum of air conditioning. Khalid was gone. The SUV was missing from the drive. Her phone had no bars. The Wi-Fi password he had given didn't work. She searched the villa methodically. Bedrooms empty, closets bare except for her small suitcase. In the kitchen, a note on the counter, "Business in Abu Dhabi. Back tomorrow. Food in fridge. Rest." Signed with AK. She waited. Hours stretched into a day, then 2. Food ran low. She rationed bottled water. On the third day she walked outside, nothing but sand in every direction. No tire tracks, no footprints but her own. The heat pressed down like a weight. By day 5, panic set in. She climbed to the roof, waved her phone, hoping for signal. Nothing. She cried for the first time, quietly, sitting with her back against the solar array. On the 7th day, a dust storm rolled in, visibility dropped to meters. Elena huddled inside, listening to sand scour the windows. When it cleared, she noticed something new, fresh tire tracks circling the villa. Someone had come and gone while she slept. She began leaving notes, scratched into a mirror with a spoon, written on napkins, "Elena Cruz. Help. September 2023. She hid one under a floor mat in the entryway, another taped inside a cabinet. October 18, 2023. A survey team working for a new solar farm project drove through the empty quarter's edge, mapping access roads. One of the engineers spotted an anomaly on drone footage, a low structure almost camouflaged by dunes, solar panels half covered in sand. They approached cautiously. The villa looked abandoned, windows filmed with dust, door ajar. Inside, signs of recent life, empty water bottles, a woman's sandal left by the couch, a necklace chain snapped on the bedroom floor. In the master bathroom, behind the sink cabinet, they found a small handwritten diary, pages torn from a notebook. Entries dated September 19th through October 2nd. The last one read, "He's not coming back. I think he never planned to. If anyone finds this, tell my mother I love her. Elena." No body was inside the villa. 2 weeks later, November 3rd, a camel herder 18 kilometers southeast reported a foul smell near an old wadi bed. Authorities arrived in protective gear. Partially buried in shallow sand, wrapped in torn bedsheets, was the upper torso of a woman, decomposed, but identifiable by dental records later matched to Elena Cruz's hospital X-rays from Manila. DNA confirmed. The lower half was never located. Desert scavengers, shifting dunes, and time had claimed it. Autopsy suggested strangulation, but environmental factors made cause inconclusive. No defensive wounds noted publicly. No suspects named immediately. Khalid Al-Nahyan was questioned. He claimed Elena had left voluntarily after an argument, taken a commercial flight home. Passport records showed no exit stamp for her after arrival. Phone data placed his device in Abu Dhabi the week she vanished. The jet's flight logs listed only him on the return leg. The villa was registered to a shell company in the Cayman Islands, untraceable beyond a point. Staff said they were told the guest had departed early. No security cameras inside. The ones outside had been disabled during the dust storm. Elena's family flew to Dubai on funds raised by their community. They held a small memorial in a church in Dubai. Her mother carried the gold cross necklace, recovered from the villa, and placed it on an empty casket. In the years since, the case remains open, officially a missing persons file upgraded to homicide. No charges filed. Khalid Al-Nahyan continues his business dealings, quieter now, rarely photographed. Elena's story circulates in quiet warnings among women who dream of escape through opportunity. The desert keeps its secrets well. Sometimes it gives back only pieces.